Don't stop on my account.
This offshoot of Shrek, or basically a spin-off of the Puss in Boots character, was really, really something. Wasn't what I expected it to be, it was even better. And I am late because I saw this 2011 movie in 2023. But it definitely surpassed my expectations and gave me an even greater appreciation for the character Puss in Boots.
I will never forget you, Margarita. I mean, Rosa.
So we get the backstory of Puss in Boots. He's this wanton, everyone is trying to get him, he has a bounty on his head. He is definitely a womanizer, which is right along what a tomcat would be in real life. They sleep with multiple females in their territory. Anyway, at the Festival del Fuego, Puss in Boots walks into a bar and nobody respects him.
What in the world?
He's looking for his next big score to clear his name, and then Jack and Jill walk into this inn. If Potbelly Pigs were humans, that would be these guys. Everyone's afraid of them, and apparently they run the town. And I like this spin on this brother and sister duo.
I want a baby.
Excuse me?
Okay, maybe I'm remembering things differently, but were they not siblings? So, okay. Look at them. Look at her and look at him. Look, just, do you see the resemblance here? I mean, and they make them freaking Southern hick as hell, but they're Mr. and Mrs., but they look exactly the same, like they're twins. Look at her, right? Look at her facial features. She's shaped like a pear. Look at him. Exactly the same. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here, DreamWorks? Anyway, Puss decides to rob Jack and Jill because they have the magic bean, but Puss sees he has competition. While the two fight, Jack and Jill stop it real quick. The other masked cat gets away, and I already know from this point it's a girl.
Those magic beans were my score.
I feel like if I were not who I am now, I would totally have a crush on Puss. Anyway, they do a dance-off competition because on Tuesdays it's dance fight.
How dare you do the leader box on me?
He loses the fight when he drops his weapon and he uses a guitar to beat the masked cat in the head.
You hit me in the head with a guitar?
You're a woman?
Of course, not passing up the opportunity to be a womanizer once more, he's like, I'm a lover, I'm not a fighter, baby. Then he finds out that the girl named Kitty works for an old friend, Humpty Dumpty. Puss in Boots and Humpty Dumpty are not off to a good start or continuation because somebody betrayed somebody.
How dare you show your face to me?
Humpty Dumpty reminds him of the dream they had to get the magic beans, and they can plant it and grow the stalk to get the golden goose. Puss in Boots is not having it, so Kitty tries to seduce him.
One teeny, tiny, itty-bitty problem.
And what is that?
You work for the egg.
I'm dying because you can see how much of Antonio Banderas' expression is in Puss's expression. What was I even saying? Puss tells Kitty, sounds funny, that his basket blew to the front of an orphanage where he had a mother who took care of all the children. Humpty Dumpty was being picked on by these guys, including little boy Blue.
I'm gonna go.
Puss showed the bullies who's boss, and then he and Humpty became friends, dreaming of planting the magic beanstalk. They started their own bean club, which is another version of Fight Club. They became blood and yolk brothers, and promised that they would be brothers for life. Puss being friends with Humpty means they got into all sorts of trouble, like stealing. The Commandante was always arresting them. But one day when there's an old lady in trouble, Puss did not think and jumped into action to save her from being gored by the bull. Turns out that this woman that he saved was the Commandante's mother. The Commandante was very pleased and very thankful for Puss. So they held a celebration for him, and his mother awarded him some boots while Humpty Dumpty kept getting into jail. Commandante warned Puss to be careful of the company that he keeps. He really hated the egg.
Okay, yeah, I get it now. You get some fancy boots, and now you're too good for me?
That is not true.
Always trying to hold me back.
Humpty lies and says he's being chased by the bully. Puss thinks he's helping him escape, but what he's actually doing is helping him rob a bank. Commandante doesn't see it that way. and Puss tries to defend himself and accidentally scratches the Comandante. The Comandante says that you do not deserve to wear those boots. Puss is heartbroken. Comandante orders his people to arrest them. Puss sees the look of heartbreak and disappointment in his mother's eyes as he is running away with the money. The carriage turns over, they have an accident. Puss leaves Humpty to get arrested and saying that he should save himself because Humpty had set him up and ruined everything he cared about. Humpty apologizes, but Puss agrees to get this score not for Humpty, but so he can pay San Ricardo and make his people rich again. He finds out that Kitty has no claws, which is why she's called Kitty Soft Paws, but also because she's a good thief. Jack and Jill find out what they're doing, and there is chaos from there.
It always lands on its feet.
No! That is just a rumor spread by dogs!
Humpty saves Puss and they make a getaway using one of Humpty's brilliant inventions. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Humpty was an inventor. And honestly, most of the movie, I'm rooting for Humpty. They plant the jelly beans. Kitty tells Puss that her owners that she had before took her claws away. And by the time they reach her destination, Puss and Kitty are actually much closer than they were. After planting the beanstalk, this big magic wind tunnel comes and just a little tiny plant grows out of the ground. Kitty tells Humpty to say something nice to it, because plants listen when people talk.
Hi, little plant.
The exciting adventure continues as they reach the very top of the beanstalk. It's clear that Humpty does not want her falling for Puss. It doesn't take long for us to realize that it might be possible that Humpty is going to betray Puss again. When they finally get to the area, they find the golden goose, which is exactly what they were looking for. Oh my god, look how much pain it looks like it's in. And ew, it's just a baby. Why is it laying so many freaking eggs? Look at the pain. Oh my god, ow. Imagine just being born and you have to give birth over and over. Anyway, they are chased by the Great Terror, which I'm guessing is the goose's mother, but they lose her in the beanstalk. Suddenly, Jack and Jill catch up to them and conk out Puss. In what is an amazing cinematic shot of Puss riding his horse that he got from somewhere. He rides back to San Ricardo, which is where Jack and Jill took his friends.
Hello, Puss.
Turns out everyone was in on the joke or the setup. Turns out that his friend or ex-friend was always there, just masterminding everything. Puss is arrested after his mother tells him no more running. He's not even allowed to explain himself. He is locked in jail.
Woohoo! Ah! No, don't stop on my account.
Ew. Turns out this old guy is Jack, meaning Jack in the Beanstalk, who originally had the beans, which Jack and Jill stole from him. He tells Puss that the mother will be coming to find her child and she's heading straight for the town. So Puss uses his secret weapon.
Open the door.
The escape goes wrong, but Kitty ends up saving him because she feels guilty for tricking him. She admits to him that she actually does care for him, while we see that Humpty also feels bad. Apparently Humpty already knows that the mother's gonna come and destroy the town looking for her child. Puss says that they're brothers forever and that he can forgive him if he helps him now. Don't know why anybody would be just randomly walking with their golden eggs, but anyway. Puss and Humpty work together to take the Mother Goose away from the town. The Mother Goose is too big for the bridge, however, and it collapses with all of them on it. There's a very sad moment because Humpty and Puss had made up, and Humpty tells him that he has to save the baby goose or the mother will tear the town apart. That means Puss will have to sacrifice him, but Puss doesn't want to let him go.
I know you won't. So I won't make you choose.
Humpty!
I swear to goodness I was crying because I actually really did like Humpty's character. He was an excellent villain, but also an excellent redeemable character. When we see Humpty's broken body, his shell is cracked open, he's a golden egg. The Mother Goose nuzzles his corpse and takes him away with her baby, back to where they came from. Makes me wonder if Humpty's actually a golden goose, or a dragon or some other magical animal. After all, he did say that he feels at home up there. Puss is no longer a wanton. Puss's mother tells him how proud she is of him after she left him to rot in jail. But the Comandante still wants to go after him, so he and Kitty make an escape. Kitty steals his boots, and it's implied that they end up making love at some time later because he has to go get them. That's how he became a hero.
And a lover of beautiful women. A great lover. Really, it is crazy.
Oh my.
And that's the story of Puss in Boots and how it ends with him being a legend. Well, that was the story. Better late than never, right? If you want to check out some more reviews by Animated Studios, check out my review on A Bug's Life.
Thank you.
But I'm so goddamn wet right now.
Also, stay tuned for the review of Puss in Boots 2, the sequel to this masterpiece. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Ultiori. You ask, we answer.